Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2K Sports. Tonight, it'll be the Detroit Pistons going up against the Dallas Mavericks. Joined by Coach Stan Van Gundy and Grant Hill. This is Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce is our reporter. All right, let's take a look at some numbers for Spencer Dinwiddie.
He's been really dialed in from deep during these last 5 games. Looking assertive and in control every time he rises up to shoot from beyond the three-point line. And it's been fun to watch.
So here's Dallas's starting group. Irving and Thompson fill out the wings. Washington and Gafford the combo inside. And it's Dinwiddie in at the point. And for the Pistons, Thompson and Harris are the 3 and the 4. Tim Hardaway is out there with Cunningham. And it's Duren in at the center position, locking down the middle. Here we are, Stan, at the midway point. We've got some big things coming up on the schedule.
Yeah, some things that fans really love. All-Star Weekend, the trade deadline. We'll see which teams are going to shake up their roster. A lot of stuff going on.
Now here's Harris. And here's Cunningham. Pass to Duren. And so the ball out of bounds. Duren touched it last. So it's the Mavericks now. Dinwiddie with it. Now here's Gafford. Back to Dinwiddie. To the middle. And Gafford gets it to go on the assist by Dinwiddie.
When you have Dinwiddie as a teammate, you have to be ready. Spencer is a tremendous distributor.
Cunningham passes to Duren. Pass to Hardaway. Shot clock at 6. From the high post. Gafford grabs the miss.
Well, it's a make-or-miss league. Sometimes the Jays just don't fall. It wasn't a bad shot.
The Pistons have had quite a few high lottery picks of late, Stan. However, they haven't had much success yet.
Well, Brian, you know, sometimes it takes a lot of time. Some teams will come together quicker. Some players and some teams need more time to develop. Detroit's just got to keep adding to what they have and continuing to develop the players that are already in their system.
And a great fan base in Detroit, starving for victories. That free throw, no good.
And in terms of raw talent, Kyrie Irving is a step up from a lot of other guys. He just has an innate ability to create things out on the floor and make tricky shots.
And the second free throw is good. Grant, we all know how good Kyrie Irving is, but he's especially lethal in the fourth quarter.
And his clutch moments go far beyond his series winner in the 2016 finals. He thrives in high-pressure moments and has done so his whole career.
Got it.
Yeah, and Cunningham is one of the more difficult players to guard in that pick and roll.
And the first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Washington, a screen on Hardaway. Hardaway against Irving. Fires from deep. They get it again. Gafford misses in close.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights that bucket is automatic.
Harris passes to Cunningham. Duren with a screen on Dinwiddie. There's Cunningham with a 3. Gafford grabs the miss. And so Dinwiddie will bring it up for the Mavs. Washington a screen. Dinwiddie against Cunningham. The 3 from Washington. Yes. And a nice assist from Dinwiddie.
More of a combo guard than pure point. Dinwiddie does have tremendous court vision.
Pistons trail by 4. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, JB Bickerstaff had a few moments to share with me. I asked Coach how they plan to defend Kyrie Irving. He laughed and said, "That's top secret, but seriously, Irving's got those moves, the counter moves, the incredible finishing around the rim, and sometimes you just hope Kyrie has an off night." We'll see how locked in Kyrie is tonight, guys.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie.
Oh, great concentration from Irving. He's focused on the rim, not the contact. Love it.
And J.B. Bickerstaff decides to call timeout. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. And the Pistons making a change here. Beasley's checked in. And Dallas also making a switch. Marshall's checked in. Pistons trail by 6. Outside Hardaway. Back to Cunningham. Beasley outside. Pass to Duran. Now here's Harris. Just 5 on the clock. There's Cunningham with a 3. Hits a three-pointer. Cunningham's got 5 points.
Well, as a defense, you have to expect Cunningham to take those. He's not shy at the arc.
From the wing, Dinwiddie, no good.
Well, when they're playing off you, you have to make them pay. And he couldn't.
All right, guys, we're lucky to have Shams Charania joining us now. Our 2K insider calling in with a story. What do you got, Shams?
Thanks, guys. Well, after their three-point shooting abandoned them in the finals, the Mavericks have addressed that shortcoming in a major way, acquiring one of the Splash Brothers, Klay Thompson. Klay is eager for a fresh start and an opportunity, I'm told, to add another ring to his championship resume. This should be a match made in heaven.
Without a doubt. Shams Charania with the report. Thanks, Shams. And it's tied up with that one. They'll stand for the Detroit Pistons. The rebuild continues.
Well, Brian, it's a process that almost every franchise has to go through at one time or another. You just hope players don't feel lost in the shuffle and they keep playing their best basketball.
Drains the triple.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Sasser outside. A minute 15 left to play in the first quarter. No good on the triple. The Mavericks lead by 3. Here's Thompson. And he buries his first look.
Not just a jump shooter, Thompson is also more than capable of converting inside.
Harris on the wing. Back to Sasser. Shoots over Hardy. Out to Harris. Gets the 3-ball to go. Harris has got his second basket of the night.
And the coaches rave about Harris and his three-point shooting. It helps his team space the floor.
Harris against Thompson. Powell sets a screen. Launches it. Thompson, no good. Detroit has gone 2 of 5 from deep. Pass to Sasser. Duran with a screen on Powell. Here's Sasser. It's not going to go for him. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Dallas on top, up 2. We've got more hoops coming your way in just a minute. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from the Mavericks?
Well, I think it's pretty obvious they were well prepared defensively coming in.
KYP, know your personnel. So far, good attention to the scouting report.
The Mavericks leading. Marcus Sasser is out there with Malik Beasley. Then it's Isaiah Stewart, then it's Thompson, and it's Holland in at the 4. That's the group for Detroit starting the second. This shot by Hardy, no good. Well, the Pistons shooting only 33%. Not exactly consistent offense. Thompson outside. And unable to get the go-ahead bucket there. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, the Mavericks are looking to contend. Coach Jason Kidd said, we're trying to build a championship team, and it's not easy. Dallas has not talked about that for a long time. So to talk about that, it's pretty cool. To be able to build it takes time. We have the personnel, we have the team. Brian, that's confidence.
Yep, and they're in win-now mode, Allie. Thank you. And out of bounds, Dallas will have it. And, Coach, how about the Thompson twins making their impact felt in the 2023 draft?
Yeah, Brian, we've seen twins in the NBA before, albeit not very often. But these two made history that draft day, becoming the first pair of twins to be selected in the top 5 of the same draft.
Here's Marshall. No made baskets yet. Pass to Hardy. Rebounded by the Pistons. Following this one, they get to host the Bulls. Inside, here's Stewart, and finished off by Stewart.
Well, where was the defense? You can't let a big man like Stewart get this deep.
And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter. Here's Grimes. He's guarded by Beasley. Dallas, no good that time either.
And guys, his shot hasn't been falling this quarter. Time to settle down, refocus, and get a really high percentage look.
Here's Holland. And right now, he's currently putting up 6.5 points per game. Knocks down the triple.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
Here's Grimes. And out of bounds. The Pistons will take it. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Klay Thompson.
And when you look at his offensive output over the past few years, it seems like other teams have figured him out and have his number now. He's having to put in a lot more effort on the offensive end, but without producing nearly the same results.
Fontecchio's checked in for Thompson. Stewart outside. It's Beasley on the wing. His last outing, he had 20. Pass to Stewart. The 3 is up. And the rebound goes to Dallas. They're fresh off a win against the Pelicans.
You have to credit the game plan going in, especially at the offensive end, where they were just so relentless.
Yeah, that kind of performance on the road really speaks to their preparation and mental fortitude.
5 to shoot. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Marshall can't hit. The Pistons lead by 3. And you got to give this Dallas front office credit for how they've acquired quality role players, Greg.
Well, VA in particular adding length and athleticism. That's helped them defensively, as well as providing some lob targets for Luka and Kyrie.
And again, no good by Detroit. The Mavericks have got nothing to go in this quarter. 0 for 5. Pass to Prosper. Here's Marshall. Here's Grimes. He's guarded by Beasley. Here's Hardy. Still no points. To get back on track. Nails it. And he's 1 for 5 with that one.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
And the timeout called here by J.B. Bickerstaff. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. And the Pistons going with a whole new group out there. All right, time now to bring you the teams leading the league in second chance points in the past month. The Mavericks 4th.
And the energy this team plays with on the offensive glass is infectious. They simply don't give up and keep after plays, which has boded well for them.
To the inside. Here's Duren. And the dunk by Duren.
A physical play by Duren at the rim, which doesn't allow much room for interference.
Here's Irving. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up. And Stan, you got into coaching right after college. When did you know you wanted to be a coach?
Brian, that's easy. As soon as I figured out that I didn't have much of a future as a player, I knew I wanted to stay involved in the game. I wanted to coach.
And he drops the first. And though they've had a lot of high draft picks, Grant, the Pistons are still fitting everything together.
Yeah, and we've seen plenty of rebuilding teams go through struggles, and then suddenly everything clicks. But you have to have experience mixed in with the youth.
Both free throws good from Irving. And here's Thompson. He'll bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. They've only allowed 5 points in the quarter. Harris finds Thompson. Back to Harris. Duren with a screen on Washington. The three, here's Harris. And the three-pointer goes. Harris has got his third bucket of the night.
The team counts on Harris for this right here. I mean, his efficiency is a big part of their offensive scheme.
And here's Thompson for three. Dallas no good that time either.
The battle of the boards has been something to watch.
And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Flying high, Asar Thompson. I wish I still had hops like that.
Washington, a screen on Cunningham. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a three-point play. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Detroit.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And from the jump, they've also clearly been focused on running effective plays here tonight. And there's been a lot of high-quality distribution from them on the floor.
Free throw good. Dinwiddie. Well, Grant, as long as the Mavs have Luka Doncic, they'll be a contender in the West.
Yeah, no doubt. Luka is the special guy who can carry a team. He's an MVP candidate year in and year out. And Dallas is just very lucky to have him. And they seem to have a hard time picking good shots in the first quarter, but it's all coming together now for them here.
Irving. And the basket's good. Off the assist from Dinwiddie. Dinwiddie's got 3 assists now in this one.
Yeah, when we talk about guards, Kyrie is one of the best at scoring inside.
Thompson passes to Cunningham. Pulls it from the top of the key. Klay Thompson pulls down the board. The Mavericks trailing. Pass to Irving. And he converts the layup. Irving's got 9.
And you like the balance here, not just falling in love with the three ball.
Fires away from way outside. Tie game in Detroit. Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
I'm here with PJ Washington. PJ, what will be the key for you guys defensively in the second half?
Not letting them get easy routes to the basket and contesting their shots, rebounding, and not letting them get second chance points.
Comes back to the fundamentals, guys.
Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be back right after the break for the third quarter here on 2K Sports.
Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. The Detroit Pistons finding themselves in a closely contested game.
You can't win playing passive at the offensive end. I mean, how many times did we see him at the free throw line?
Practically none. There were a few calls they thought should have gone their way, but you can't rely on the refs to bail you out. And moving along, a metric for that first half. Love me some metrics. Checking out the top performer on each team.
Yeah, they're both smart-driven, extremely talented. They've been putting on a show, man.
Taking control individually and as the leaders of their teams. We are watching greatness.
And that'll do it for us. Thanks for stopping by. We'll head back down to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the third quarter.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Tobias Harris really making a difference here.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
Here's Irving. Taking a look at the Mavericks. Thompson, the small forward. Washington holding down the floor. Spencer Dinwiddie is out there with Kyrie Irving. And it's Gafford in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession. Now that we're into the new year, how about a check on the Eastern Conference standings? You look at the Pistons, they're hoping to break out from 8th place in the back half of the season.
Right now for Detroit, they had some lofty goals to start the year, but they may not have the roster to hang with the league's elite teams.
Yeah, they wanted to accomplish more this season, but things haven't quite worked out. Some bad breaks along the way.
Irving, no good. Well, the Pistons shooting an average of 43% from the floor. And make no mistake, Cade Cunningham is the engine of this team, Grant.
Man, his vision and playmaking are crucial to the offense. Coach trusts him to make the right reads and set up his teammates. He has cut down on mistakes and is rounding into an elite point guard.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Cade Cunningham has really been improving from distance. He said early in his career he was playing a lot of minutes and stepping back to the NBA three-point line, he just didn't have enough legs in his shot. After his shin surgery, he redefined his form and strengthened his legs. Brian, he said it helped a lot.
That could be a silver lining of all that time off, Allie. Dinwiddie against Cunningham. Irving for three. Again, Irving missing. And so it's Harris with it. He brings it up for Detroit. It's a one-point game. The shot's good on the assist by Cunningham. Cunningham's got 6 assists here tonight.
Always ready to fire. Give Harris a good pass. Tobias will get you an assist.
Took the opportunity when he saw it. Irving's got 15 points.
Backing up that last three with another three. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
And there's the call on Jalen Duren. That's foul number 2 for him.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Oh, Clay takes the contact and finishes.
As his career has developed, Clay has added this to his arsenal, becoming more than just a shooter.
Stolen by Gafford. To the paint. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. That one on Harris. Dallas shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes a first. Stan, you're a longtime coach in the NBA, one of the most demanding jobs on the planet. Just how much is required time-wise from an NBA coach?
Well, it's a lot of time. I mean, it's all day, every day, 7 days a week in season. But look, Let's put it in perspective. It's not like we're out there running a jackhammer.
Now that's a visual I'd like to see from you, Coach.
That's what he does. Rock solid at the line.
Pass to Cunningham. Shoots over Dinwiddie. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's on Spencer Dinwiddie.
Yeah, there you see Cunningham's willingness to take contact to battle for his shot inside.
Cade Cunningham has faced his share of challenges in his career, Coach.
Yeah, Brian, the injuries, the discouraging losses, but he's remained steadfast through it all. He's a committed and mentally tough player.
Believes in his game and now wants a team around him that can fulfill that need. First one falls.
Well, the pressure on Cunningham when he came into the league was immense. He's gone through adversity, but he's never stopped working to improve.
Both free throws good from Cunningham.
Yeah, can you say total package? Cunningham, the prototype guard these days.
Now Irving. He's got 17. Over Hardaway. And the shot's good by Irving. Irving's got 10 points in the quarter. 6 lead changes in a game that has a lot of character.
Yeah, both sides stepping up and making big plays.
Duran, the pass to Hardaway. And here's Harris. He's guarded by Washington. Shoots a fadeaway. And again, no good by Detroit. Dallas has gone 2 of 3 from outside so far in the third quarter. Thompson finds Washington. Irving for 3. Counted from distance. And now it's a 4-point Dallas lead.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Duran, the screen. Here's Cunningham. And the dunk by Duran.
Cunningham, a 6'6" point guard, built to operate in the pick and roll.
The Mavericks have gotten 5 of 8 shots to go in the third. And here's Dinwiddie from the arc. Offensive rebound. Off target at the rim. Detroit has gone 5 of 12 from three-point range tonight. Here's Cunningham. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Yeah, this guy's so clever and crafty. Cunningham with a world-class fake.
All right, guys, what do you think so far on the offensive approach for the Mavericks?
Well, they've been hitting threes at a high clip, and the defense hasn't done enough to challenge them at the line. They need to close out and run them off the three.
Yeah, another thing they did well was feed the ball into the paint. They really utilized their size there tonight.
All right, Grant, I have to ask you, has there ever been a more intimidating team than the old bad boy Pistons?
Well, they weren't fancy, but they played hard and they played physical basketball. Every team that faced those Detroit teams knew they were in for a battle.
And Dallas making a change here. Powell, he's checked in for Gafford. Marshall comes in for Washington. Grimes, he's checked in for Irving. And it's Hardy in for Dinwiddie. And so Jason Kidd calls for the timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. And now let's turn to the 2K leaderboard for a look at the squads that have the most points in transition over the past 10 games. Detroit, second.
Let's see if they'll be able to keep scoring at this rate throughout this season. Over the last 10 games, their ability to score in transition has been special.
1:56 left in the third. And here is Thompson, a reliable offensive contributor, putting up almost 14 a game. A nice shot by Grimes.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
Now here's Beasley, giving them some good production, putting up just around 16.5 points a game. Out to the wing, fires for three. The Pistons clear it.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
Cunningham passes to Beasley. Here's Holland. Pass to Cunningham. Instead, after starting his NBA career playing at center, the 6'8" Isaiah Stewart, more often now a power forward.
Yeah, look, Brian, he's improved as a shooter. He still looks more like an old-school big at the 4 spot, but he can step out and stretch the floor.
First free throw is good. Both free throws good from Cunningham.
Staring at this deficit, they're trying to be more aggressive and get themselves to the line.
Here's Hardy, taking a look at his production, averaging just over 8 points. Connects again from distance.
Oh, my, oh, my. You love what he brings to this team and what he brings to the game.
Tonight, he becomes the 4th leading three-point scorer in league history. Pretty amazing. It's Cunningham with a drive. Cunningham lays it in with the defense right on him.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Thompson, a screen on Cunningham. Hardy, the pass to Powell. And Powell with the stuff.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Well, that's too easy. As he says, let me add to my highlight reel.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Offensive rebound. And the dunk by Duran.
You have to put a body on Duran. He's quick, he's athletic, and he has that 7'5" wingspan.
Here's Hardy. Over Cunningham. And that's not going to go. Misses at the buzzer. Kyrie Irving has been on display for the Mavericks, hitting 3 trays in the quarter, providing some sharp shooting. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. All right, let's listen in. Head coach Jason Kidd is mic'd up.
Listen, we can't miss a shot and then give up 2 layups. It can't happen. It can't happen. We ain't going to make every shot, but we got to get back on defense.
Boy, you could hear the stress in Jason Kidd's voice. If he hates anything, it's a lack of effort on defense.
Yeah, the guys completely lost focus in that exchange. They really failed to help each other out on either end. Coach letting them know that that's unacceptable.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the 4th in what is still anybody's ball game. We've got Isaiah Stewart, Simone Fontecchio out there with Holland. And then it's Malik Beasley, and it's Sasser in at the point guard position. That's the 5 on the floor for the Pistons. Dallas is shooting around 50% of the game so far. Pass to Grimes, puts up a 3, hits the trifecta.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Here's Holland, guarded by Morris. His first shot coming late. Holland can't hit. Dallas leading by 3. Down low. Here's Grimes. And the Mavericks getting another bucket right there.
And coming down the stretch, both teams still playing fantastic offense.
Yeah, in hopes that your opponent is just going to go cold. That's not going to happen, it doesn't look like in this one. This might go down to whoever has the last possession.
I'm not sure how he's going to explain that shot later.
Yeah, you know, back in the day, you'd be taking a seat. Now, unfortunately, it seems like we see too many ill-advised shots. Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
Sasser outside. Pass to Fontecchio. Now here's Beasley. They need this. 6 to shoot, and Grimes pulls it down. Launches a 3. Drills it from deep. Grimes has got 11 points here in the second half.
They are unconscious from outside, and so far the defense has had no answer.
Look, when the 3 is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
And the timeout called here by J.B. Bickerstaff, looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged. A big group substitution here for Dallas. Gafford, he's checked in for Powell. Thompson comes in for Morris. Kyrie Irving's checked in for Marshall. And it's Dinwiddie in for Hardy. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
J.B. Bickerstaff had some words for his team over the break. Coach wanted his guys to ignore the scoreboard. He said, don't even look at the numbers. Just take it possession by possession. Make every chance count, and we'll see where we stand at the end of this game. Back to you guys.
And Allie, thanks. Now here's Harris. Another shot. And Duren lays it in.
Well, positioning and size win Duren the offensive rebound, which he then cashes in on.
Hardaway against Irving. Pass to Grimes. And good. Coming on the assist by Irving. Grimes has got 11 here in the quarter alone. Pistons trail by 11. Outside Hardaway. Now here's Cunningham. He's covered by Dinwiddie. Duren with the bucket.
Yeah, almost impossible to stop Duren inside. Wow, just wow.
And here's Dinwiddie. He'll bring it up for the Mavs. Outside Irving. And he banks in the layup. Irving's got 15 points in just the second half. And there's a bevy of young talent in the NBA right now. Who are you most excited to see grow into a star, Stan?
Well, what I'm really excited about, Brian, is to see which of these young talents becomes true stars, transformative guys. Certainly Chet Holmgren and Wembanyama have already had this great rivalry. Scotty Barnes has become the next big point guard. We see Anthony Edwards, Paolo Banchero. There's a lot of guys that could be the guy, and it'll be fun to find out who actually develops into that player.
As the torch is passed, who's going to take the mantle? Thompson, he's checked in for the Pistons. Washington's checked in for Dallas. Dinwiddie outside. Irving against Hardaway. Irving, no good. Pistons trail by 9. Cunningham outside. To the paint. Duran, no good. And Dallas with possession. They're on a 15-6 run. Sends it home from three-point land.
They're really employing a deep-range initiative here in the fourth, and it's working.
Yeah, it's always a little risky to lean this hard on the three-point shot. But when you're knocking them down, you might as well keep riding them.
Now here's Harris. Pass to Hardaway. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Irving with it. The three ball. That shot off the mark.
I can't believe he missed that three. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be giving it.
Harris's shot is good.
And nice strength from Harris, fending off the contact with ease.
Dallas leading by 10.
Nothing left to do but to watch the clock tick towards 0. Nice victory here for the Mavericks.
They had excellent production from the bench.
This team has strong depth, and in this game, it showed.
That'll do it for this one. They've earned their 27th victory of the year tonight.
And with this one all but in the record books, they set the tone in the first of what will be only 2 meetings between these teams.
Here's Irving after the Pistons picking up a basket just moments ago. There's 39 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Harris passes to Cunningham. Going inside, Cunningham takes the contact.
Cunningham's teammates and coaches trust in him in a big spot.
And he commits the intentional foul. And they go to the intentional foul.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's an 8-point ball game. Detroit calls timeout. There's 31 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. From a coaching perspective, what are the keys to focus on here?
It's hard to say whether they have enough time for a quick shot and a foul.
Here's Cunningham. Cunningham takes the hit and puts it in.
And you can tell Cunningham is a very determined player, refusing to give up on the situation.
Shooting 2.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And he hits both free throws here, and it's an 8-point ball game. And short of a miracle, they're walking out of here with a tough loss.
They fought all night, a terrific effort, but they just couldn't make enough big plays.
And so it's Dallas winning this one. They have to feel good about this performance. It's one they can be proud of.
Very true. I mean, when you're out on the road, the wins can feel a little sweeter. This one has to feel extra special.
All right, let's send it down to Allie LaForce, who's with our player of the game.
Kyrie, what does it mean for this team getting the production off the bench that we saw tonight?
It's big time. You know, when you're a basketball player and you're able to make the right plays and play at a high intensity level and really come out and make an impact on the game, doesn't matter if you're starting or coming off the bench. We've seen special guys do that. I'm glad we came out and handled business. It's a good win.
This team is so unselfish. Guys, back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Coach Stan Van Gundy, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. And now, time for our player of the game, Kyrie Irving.